Hello everyone, so welcome to the TheTosinFalode TV. I want to believe you've had a nice time so far. And for those who have been following this series, Healthy Diet, I believe you've been having so much value for your time. And Pastor Mrs. Bukola has been a great asset on this channel. She has really dealt with this topic. So if you've not seen Healthy Diet and how to maintain healthy diet, kindly check out my previous videos in order to see what she has taught us in those videos. You wouldn't want to miss it. So today we're talking about salt, potassium and sodium. Salt, potassium and sodium. Have you ever heard about that before? Or have you ever thought about it before? Well, we'll find out in this video. So Pastor Mrs. Bukola is a dietitian, she's a nutritionist, and she's an educationist. At the same time, she is a woman of God. So believe what she tells you because she is good at what she says. Catch you later.
Hi everyone, we're back again. I'm sure it's been a wonderful time. And today we are going to be talking about the use of salt, sodium, and so on in our diets and their implications. I'm going to make it as short as possible. Salt, the table salt is sodium chloride, and I want us to know that it is a very good component of the human body. It helps us to regulate. It takes part in nervous coordination. It takes part in transmission of impulse and irritability and whatever it is needed for some balances in the body, in the lymphatic tissue. Now, too much of it is not safe. And according to statistics, millions of deaths can actually be prevented by regulating our salt intake. But because of the transition of this generation from natural foods to fast food to packaged foods to restaurant foods and all, we have been exposed to too much of salt intake, and this has put us in a condition or in a situation where we have more of people coming down with hypertension, with stroke, and so on and so forth. Now, how have we been doing this? Let me just talk about some of them. Now, when we eat in restaurants, when we take fast food, we eat junks and all, because they are trying to appeal to our taste buds, the quantity of salt, indirectly, the quantity of sodium, chlorine, and whatever in this food are higher than we are supposed to take. I want to take Indomie, for example. Next time you are going to take Indomie, please read at the back of it. You'll see nutritional information, and you will realize that a pack of Indomie, the medium size, contains about 70% of the recommended dietary allowance for sodium. Sodium we're supposed to take, when you take a pack of that, I think super pack, when you take a pack of it, you are taking 70% of what you're supposed to take in a day. Now, some people are not okay with one, they take 2, some people take 3 of that. So if you take 2, that means you have taken 140% of what you are supposed to take in a day. Mind you, it is just a meal. It is not your breakfast. It is not a combination of breakfast, lunch and dinner. It's just one meal. Your breakfast, maybe you ate at a KFC and you ate something there. They too, they have put their own sodium to appeal to your taste bud. You enjoyed it, and then you take 1 plus 140% of sodium from your 2 Indomie, and then in the night you take something again, maybe rice or something, and so in a day you have taken the salt that you're supposed to take for 3 days. You took it in a day, and then you expect your heart, your blood vessels, and all of them to be healthy. It may not happen in a day. Now, accumulate, it's a process. It accumulates, it continues to accumulate, and at a point, you find out that some of the organs are beginning to complain because they cannot cope with excess of this anymore. So I want to appeal to you. Please learn to read nutrition information on the packings or the packages of prepared food or packaged food. That's number one. Number two, limit or minimize the quantity of street food or restaurant foods that you eat, because they are all high in salt and sodium. You take too much of salt and then you take little of potassium. You have a lot of potassium and calcium when you take fruits and vegetables. You take nuts, you take legumes, you eat all those things. But because you feel that you have enough money and you feel you are busy, you go for street food and all, and then at the end of the day, you see people coming down with heart diseases, with cardiovascular diseases, and ultimately people die. So please, as I was saying the other time that I talked to you, that you should ensure that you inculcate plenty of fruits and vegetables into your food, and homemade foods are the healthiest for you. Thank you.
Okay, so you're welcome back, and I believe that you really had a very nice time. You've had value for your time. I'm so sure of that. Yes, I am so sure. Hey, when I was young, my younger brother would use 1 spoon of rice, of salt, for 1 cup of rice. You could imagine. So that means if we happened to have cooked 10 cups of rice, we would have had 10 spoons of salt. Oh my God. Well, we survived. So, things have changed now, and I want to believe that you've learned about how to use your salt in prepared food that have salt in them. So, I want to believe you've really, really learned a lot. Kindly announce this channel to your network. I'll be glad. I'll be glad. So, if you've not subscribed and this is your first time, kindly subscribe down below. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye.